Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Tuti Handayani from English Education Department of 60, and in this video I would like to present material about lesson plan. Subject is English language. Enrollment is 35 pupils. Time is 60 minutes. The topic is People Around Me Unit 4 and Focus Skill Writing, Integrated Skill Reading. Previous knowledge is pupils are already familiar with some of the assumptions which were taught in the previous lesson. Vocabulary, assumptions, free fighter, safety, put out and talks. Thinking skill, playing. Multiple intelligences, verbal, linguistic, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. Resources or teaching, each picture, card, reading text or dialogues, worksheet, and word card. The first is set in induction. I have time 5 minutes. Content. To arouse pupils, interest talk word comes about assumption. For activities, first, teachers place human game using the vocabulary learned in the previous lesson. This game is played in the groups. We can say this preparation space. Second, teachers think of a word already introduced before in this topic, and the pupils try to guess it by suggesting letters in the word. And we can say this perception or analysis. And the third, the group that managed to guess the word correctly wins the games. And the next is presentation. The time 15 minutes. Content to elicit verbal responses from the pupils about the picture. For example, who is this? What is his assumption? Where does he work? What does a policeman do? Now, for activities, first, teachers saw a picture of a policeman in uniform. We can say this imagination or imagination phase. And second, teachers ask questions related to the picture to the pupils to analyze their responses. We can say this generating idea. Third, then teacher put up a reading text about the picture and assumptions on the board. Fourth, teachers read aloud the text displayed and pupils listen attentively. 5. Teachers and pupils discuss what the text is about. We can say this synthesizing idea. The next is practice. The time 15 minutes. Content. First, to demonstrate the pupils' understanding of the text by completing the dialogue with the question word. Second, use the answer to the question or in the dialogue to write a paragraph about, for example, about Encik Rahim. Now, for the activities, first, teachers put up a dialogue text on the board. We can say this development phase. Second, pupils are asked to complete the dialogue with the question word. Who, what, where, or worksheet. We can say this treatment assessment. Third, pupils will use the answer to the question or with teacher's guidance to write a paragraph about Encik Rahim. We can say this assessment for learning objective. 4. Teacher use the paragraph as a model for writing. 5. Pupils read the paragraph and with the teacher's guidance study particular feature of it. For example, the way sentences are joined. The next is production. I have time 20 minutes. Content. First, parallel writing or using model text about Encik Rahim. Second, pupils write about the assumption of their parents or uncle, brothers, or sister. Third, fill in the blanks using the correct answer. For activities, first, teachers distribute a worksheet describing Encik Rahim's assumption or model text. We can say this action phase. Second, pupils write a paragraph describing the assumption of their parents or uncles, brothers, or sister. For the moderate high proficiency pupils, we can say this continuous practice. Third, pupils write the correct answer to fill in the blanks in a paragraph describing the assumption of for low proficiency pupils. We can say this differentiate learning and assessment for learning objective. 4. Teacher facilitate the pupils while they are writing their essay. 5. Teacher pick away pupils at random and ask them to read their essay in front of their classmates. And the last is closer. I have time 5 minutes. The content. First, to reset the lesson. Second, to instill moral values. Now, the activities is teacher pick up word cards and show them to pupils. Pupil describe their assumptions. Okay, sure. Until here, my explanation about lesson plan. I'm sorry for my mistake. And the last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.